All right, so there is this thing I want to talk about. Although this is not a popular opinion, but I have to say it because it is the reality. You see, I have seen so many persons bullying Bobrisky. I've seen so many bullies, insults, and all of those things against Bobrisky. And let me say this. When a child is born, when you give birth to a child, that child comes naked. That child comes without any clothing. That child comes without any fashion. This suggests that the fashion and the outfits we wear today are human invention. Someone woke up one morning and said, look, a man has to wear clothing, and a man has to wear this kind of outfit, and a woman has to wear this kind of outfit. Someone woke up one morning and said, look, a man has to dress this way, and a woman has to dress this way. And there is nothing wrong if another man wakes up the next day and say, look, I don't want to follow this conventional way of doing things. I don't want to follow this man's rule. I want to make my own rule and live with it. I want to make my own rule and live in my own world. And this is exactly what Bobrisky is doing. Someone invented that a man has to dress in a certain way and a woman has to dress in a certain way. So there is nothing wrong if Bobrisky says, look, I don't want to follow that man's rule. I want to live in my own world. I want to create my own rule and live with my own rule. Listen, the problem with most of you insulting and bullying Bobrisky is this bandwagon mentality, this bandwagon effect, that this is the way it has always been and this is the way it should be. Someone can say, look, I don't want to follow this bandwagon way of doing things. I just don't want to follow this conventional way of doing things. I want to do my own things. I want to live in my own world. I just want to do my own things. Listen, when you impose your ideas and ideals on other people, this is bully. It is a bully mentality to impose your ideas and ideals on other people. You cannot forcefully impose your ideas on other people. It is wrong. It is all shades of wrong. Bobrisky has chosen a lifestyle that works for him. It is his choice. Choices differ. You can choose to, do this, and another person can choose to do the other. Choices differ. You have the right to make your own choices. Other people also have rights to make their own choices. You cannot impose your own choices on other people. When you do that, it is a bully attitude. You are bullying them. So some of you who bully Bobrisky and call him names and insult him over his lifestyle, it is wrong to do that. It is wrong to do that. Let's take for instance, someone invented aeroplane. Someone created aeroplane. I can wake up tomorrow and say, look, I don't want to fly aeroplanes no more. I want to create my own mode of transportation. I could just pick up a stick and command that stick to be flying me all around the world. I could be flying all around the world with this stick. And you will come to demonize me because I chose not to fly aeroplanes, because I chose to be flying around with something that is unconventional. This is just how it is. I can choose to create my own mode of transportation that is beyond aeroplane and all of these conventional means of transportation. And you will now demonize me because I chose to live in my own world. Man is meant to enjoy freedom. Man is meant to enjoy latitude. Man is meant to enjoy liberty. Allow people to enjoy their freedom and liberty as long as their freedom is not harming others, as long as their freedom is not harmful to other people. Bobrisky chose to dress the way he is dressing, and his mode of dressing is not affecting nobody. It's not harmful to nobody. This is how he has chosen to live his life. When you bully him, do you actually realize that you are committing a crime against humanity by bullying Bobrisky? Do you actually realize that? This young man chose a lifestyle that works for him. He has chosen a lifestyle that works for him. Instead of you to choose your own lifestyle and live with it, you are busy blaming him. You are busy calling him names. You are busy insulting him. You are busy bullying him. It is wrong. It is absolutely wrong. I just decided to talk about this thing because I've seen a whole lot of people bullying that young guy. I've seen people call him names. I've seen people insult him, and it is wrong. Sometimes you have to sit down and think. You have to sit down and have a mind of your own and think deep and deeper. When you begin to sit down to think about life and how man has evolved so far, you would understand that some of the things you call other people names for, or some of the things you bully other people for, are things that shouldn't even bother anybody. You don't just wake up and begin to bully somebody because he has chosen to live a lifestyle that is not in tandem with the conventional way of living. Somebody can choose a lifestyle that works for him. You can also choose a lifestyle that works for you. I can choose tomorrow not to fly aeroplanes anymore. I will just pick up a stick and command that stick. That stick will be flying me all over the world. Will you now demonize me that I am a demonic person because I chose not to fly aeroplanes? I'm just asking you. Ask yourself this question. Stop bullying Bobrisky. The young man has committed nothing against anybody. What he did is right to make a choice. He has made a choice that works for him. Allow him to live by it. As long as that choice is not affecting anybody, as long as that choice is not harmful to anybody, you don't have no right to tell him what to do, to impose your own choices and ideas and ideals on him. You don't have the right to impose your choices and ideas on other people. I just decided to talk about this. Thank you.